Hello everyone, peace of Christ to all. Today we are going to talk about what it's called open letter to Al-Baghdadi or to the Islamic State. Actually, it's my fault I did not make a video about this letter, which is, present the taqiyya which Muslims they practice. And in front of us we have a video of ISIS and their videos, their propaganda. Simply, they are so proud about how much violence they do and how much killing they do and how many people they slaughter, uh, and they are proud about that. I'm going to stop here because we might see some disgusting uh, uh, you know uh, visions. The open letter for al-Baghdadi, which is what is the Muslim proud about, and what every Muslim mujahid he is so proud about, is the example of Osama bin Laden. Now when the Muslims they made this letter saying open letter to al-Baghdadi, and again it's my fault I did not answer it from the beginning, or maybe I did and I forgot, I'm not sure really. But just to show you how Muslims they have no dignity and they have no honor, and they are people who practice what Muhammad he said. Muhammad he said al-harb khuda, al-harb khuda. What does that mean exactly? War is deception. Because Muslims they consider themselves in war with everyone who is not a Muslim, so they have no problem to practice deception. As you see, this is the teaching of their prophet. The prophet said war is deception, and the Muslims are in war with everyone, anyone. It doesn't matter who he is, as long as you don't believe in Islam. And because Muslims they believe that war is deception and they are in war with us, so it doesn't matter, and nobody will be upset from the letter they made, which supposedly to ISIS, because remember, war is deception, and war, to win it you have to play the ground you are in. So if a Muslim he live in the West, he have to play the ground which is a person who is against violence, but in the same time, as long in his heart he support ISIS and he support the Mujahideen, he is a good Muslim. And we mentioned that to you before. If we go to chapter 3 verse number 28, if you remember, it says clearly that a Muslim he can lie in order to do protection or taqiyya, as long he don't mean it in his heart to say to you I'm your friend, Islam is peace. As long he don't mean it really, it's fine. As you see here, this is the interpretation for the verse. I will make the text bigger. We spoke about it before, but it doesn't hurt, you know, uh, to just go in a minute over it, and people they can see what I'm talking about. Let me make the text bigger so everybody can see what I'm talking about. This is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan, and as you see here, a Muslim he's not allowed to take Christians and or Jews or non-Muslims as a friends. And if anyone of the Muslims he became mighty and honorable in the preference of the believers, who they are sincere, who does that, which means the one who take Christian, Jews, and atheists, and Hindus and Buddhas, he took them really as a friend. He is a person who have no honor, and he is a hypocrite like them, and he has no connection, as you see here. He has no connection with Allah, has no honor, mercy, or protection from Allah. That's it, which means he should be killed. If a Muslim really he is taking us as a friend, he should be killed. He have no protection, that is a death threat. He have no honor, which means he should be humiliated. His wife should be, if he have a wife, she should be raped. If he had daughter, she have to be raped. And this is the law of Islam. Unless what? Unless be that you guard yourself from them, against them, save yourself from them, taken as it were security, saving yourself from them by speaking in a friendly way toward them while your heart is like this. So the Muslim duty is to practice what it's called taqiyya, which means protection. He can say to you, you are my friend. He can say to you, Islam is about peace. He can say to you, you know, we should treat Christians nicely. He should say whatever he want to say, whatever he need to say, as long it's for the sake of protection. And his heart is just like this. And we are going to prove this today in what it's called open letter to Al-Baghdadi. I advise you, all of you, to download the video, spread it all over for free. You know, as you know, my videos are not made for me, it's made for you. This is the letter in front of us, which is supposedly made by the Muslims. And I say to you, every single word is there is an open lie, not an open letter. The funny, when you read this letter, right away you start feel like something is ticking in you. You know, you want to laugh. It is forbidden in Islam to issue a fatwa without the necessary learning requirement. Look who is talking. I mean, seriously. And the letter is to who? The letter is to who? Is to this guy, the Caliph. What next to his name there is? Dr. Ibrahim Awad al-Badri. So they are saying to him, you should not make a fatwa if you don't have knowledge, but he is a doctor in Islamic Sharia law, and he is graduated from the Islamic Sharia law in Baghdad. But yet he have no knowledge of Islam. He have a PhD in Islam, but he have no knowledge of Islam. Okay, that makes sense. It makes sense, you know. he have a PhD in Islam, and the Muslim, they choose him to be the Caliph, and he is the most knowledgeable person between them. This is why they choose him to be the leader. But yet they are asking him, a person who have no knowledge should not give fatwa, my friend. Oh boy, I mean, this is serious. Things is getting really serious here. Oh, unbelievable. All right, so this is the first stupid line in the whole page, which is making me really laugh. And it's obviously it's a stupid, it's a pure stupidity, whatever you want to call it. Then they continue. We go back. This is the first one. So an ignorant should not make a fatwa, right? And they are saying to you that everything, a fatwa, should be based on the verses of the hadith and on the Quran. Without citing, it's forbidden. It's also forbidden to cite a partition of a verse from the Quran or part of a verse to drive a ruling without looking at everything that the Quran and the hadith related matter with. I agree. And this is how today we are going to get your busted life. Let us connect the dots. We will not take this. Actually, this is what the Muslims do. The Muslim, they will say to you, do you know the Quran says there is no enforcement in Islam to convert? Do you know that? But the verse doesn't say that. The verse says the opposite. The verse, this verse, which the Muslims keep quoting for you, you see, when they want, it's okay to quote only a verse. When they want, from the whole Quran, saying kill the Christians, kill the Jews, etc., they quote for you this verse. Suddenly, they don't want you to quote from the Quran verse only. We have to take the whole picture. لا إكراه في الدين قد تبين الرشد من الغي. Chapter 2, verse number 256. Do you know that this verse is not about the Muslims? They cannot force you to Islam. It is the opposite. Muhammad, he made this verse when somebody said to him that the Christians and the Jews and the pagans, they don't want their children to convert to Islam. So Muhammad, he said, oh, okay, hold on. Nobody can force anybody to stay in his religion. Everybody should convert to Islam. So it was not about religion of Muhammad, it's about the religion of others. If you are from the others, then you cannot do that. But Muhammad, he can do that. Do you see how they fool you? Let us go and see the meaning of the verse. You know, like a Muslim might say this is not true, this is not what it is. All right, we go and we check life in front of your eyes. Life, I like it, life, huh? All right, all right, read with me. This is about the children of the enemies of Muhammad. They are not allowing their children. Let us go to the book. It's called Asbab al-Nuzul. Asbab al-Nuzul mean the verse, the reason for the verse to come down. Here we go. All right, you see it? Ibn Abbas, who said the women of the helpers whose boys always died, infinity, etc., 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 the boys of the Jews, they were alive when Banu Nadir were driven out, and had among them children of the helpers. The helpers said, we will not leave our children, upon which Allah exacted, He revealed, huh? No compulsion in religion. So this is what? This is about their children. They don't want you to convert to Islam. So Muhammad, he's saying to them, you cannot force your religion, your children not to convert to Islam. But it's not about people not converting out of Islam. Those who wished to leave with the Jews did leave, and those who wish to embrace Islam. Right? Look at this here. But this is when they flee. And those who they force them, the Muslim who they capture them, they force them to convert to Islam. And then you will see the story, you know, like this is the whole story for all the verse, that if you are talking about people who want to convert to Islam, you cannot force them not to convert. But who dare to leave Islam? Muhammad, he said in the hadith, because if this verse is true, then the rest is lie, and the whole Quran is a lie. Because Muhammad, he said, man baddala dinahu faqtuluh. The one who changed his religion, kill him. Do you see it? So how this verse work with with this hadith and this order? Remember, in the open letter of Al-Baghdadi, they claim that we should not take a verse by itself, so we should take it with the hadith and see what was the whole matter and compare to it. Right? Here we go. Muhammad, he said, you cannot force someone to convert to any religion, but he don't mean Islam, because Muhammad, he kill anyone who wanna leave Islam. Do you see it? The one who decide to leave Islam, kill him. And this is a very well-known punishment practiced by all Muslims until now. Do those Muslims who wrote the letter to Al-Baghdadi dare to say that the law of apostasy is wrong? They don't. Can they write a letter to Muhammad, say to him, shame on you to say the one who changed his religion, kill him? They don't dare. And why? And you know why they will dare? I mean, this is their religion, and this is what they believe in. But they are hypocrite. They are trying to fool you, to say to you, ISIS is not us. And I'm sure you will see some potato there. He might say to you, this hadith is weak. No, it's not weak. It's very strong. It's very fat and have all the vitamin D and B and A and C and G, including the vitamin. Shut up. In this hadith here, you will see that burning people is allowed in Islam too. And actually, the first one who ordered to burn, it was Muhammad. Muhammad, he said, go and burn, etc., etc. person, and then he said he changed his mind. He said, you know what? Let them burn by fire by Allah, and for now, just kill them. Muhammad, in another story, he heard that a group of people, they are not going to pray. So he said, if they don't go to pray, I'm going to put wood fire over their houses and burn them inside their houses alive. The story here in front of us of Ali himself burning people alive. All right, burning people alive. And here the Muslims are discussing if we can burn them or not. But Ali, he burned, and Ali is the most closest person to Muhammad, and he burned people alive. And then Ibn Abbas, the cousin of Muhammad, the other cousin of Muhammad, he said, well, you know what? If I am in his place, I will not burn them. But he didn't say this is a crime. He didn't say this is wrong. He said, as the Prophet said, don't perish anyone with Allah punishment. But the fact Muhammad, he did order to burn people too. And Ali is just following what Muhammad did. So when the Muslim, they say to you that in Islam we should not practice such a thing, are they really truthful? Are they saying the truth? Or this is just a game of hypocrisy and to fool you? Obviously, everything they say there is a lie. They are the one, the funny, they are the one who said that ISIS are wrong because you should not take a verse out of context. You have to go and compare it to other stories based on Islam. But as you see, this is Islam, and this is Ali ibn Abu Talib, and he is burning people alive. I never saw anyone he make a fatwa saying Ali ibn Abu Talib is not Islam, is not a Muslim, he's a bad Muslim. I want to see that. Can any Muslim make a fatwa like this to say that Ali is ISIS and Muhammad is ISIS? Obviously, we will never see such a thing happening, because all those who made this letter, they are just hypocrite, trying just this is for the sake of Islamic propaganda in the West. When the Muslim, they saw how ugly, how disgusting Islam is and what's happening, and they decide to defend themselves. And you know, like, what we can do, we have to do something, otherwise, you know, Islam became really looks so ugly, disgusting. Like before, we used to make speeches about the beautiful Islam, but now people, they see videos, life burning, disgusting, beheading, you know, stoning to death, cutting hands, cutting feet, cutting fingers, putting nails in the eyes. But this is not Islam, my friend. Now, if we go to the Quran, we can find more things about that. Let us go here. In the letter, in the open letter, I saw here one, it says, it's forbidden in Islam. Where, just wait. I don't want to jump, but I want to show you something funny I saw here. It's forbidden in Islam to torture. It's forbidden in Islam. Oh, where is this? Forbidden in Islam to torture. Forbidden in Islam. Yeah. Hold on. It's forbidden. It's forbidden in Islam to oversimply Sharia matters and ignore established Islamic science. Ah, okay. So the you know, okay. Then its principle, it is a principle in Islam for scholars to differ in any matter. Ah, okay. So we should not kill the scholars too. It's forbidden in Islam to ignore reality. Ah, okay. So don't ignore reality that USA is strong and we are weak. Are you stupid? That's what they are saying. It's forbidden to kill innocent. What? What? It's forbidden to kill innocent? Are you sure? Are you sure? Let us see if this is true. This is Sahih al-Bukhari. This is what? Sahih al-Bukhari. And Sahih al-Bukhari is the most accurate book for Muslims after Allah and His Prophet. DracuALLAH. When a group of Muslims, the Mujahideen, the good Muslims, they came to Muhammad and they said to him, you know, we are attacking those kuffar, pagans, killing them, slaughtering them, and when we are doing that, we are killing their children. Muhammad, he said, so what? They are from them. What a big deal. They are from them. However, the Muslim, they might say, oh, well, you know, in wartime, like you want to bomb, like now, America bombing the terrorists, and there is a children somewhere and next to them and they die. This is exactly what happened. Absolutely false. Let me show you from the Quran. If you remember in the Quran, there is a story of a boy. uh, this is the story when the prophet Al-Khadr, he was traveling and he saw this boy. And this boy, he did nothing. He was playing with kids, doing nothing, harming no one, and he is just a little boy. The prophet of Allah, Al-Khadr, he slaughtered him. He slaughtered him, and the reason he slaughtered him because this boy, when he grew up one day, he will not be a Muslim. Let us see. Here we go. Chapter 18, verse number 74. Chapter 18, verse number 74. You can read any fast translation of your choice. All of them, they are fast anyway. Let me make the text bigger. So if you see with me here, when the prophet of Allah, Al-Khadr, and Al-Khadr was called this way because he drank from the water of life, the fountain of life, and since then he called it green, because if he sit in the grass will turn green immediately, and those things happen to us in the Middle East always. I mean, this is obviously one of the fairy tale stories of Muhammad, which is very funny and very stupid, but nothing new. Muhammad always do copy legends of other nations, and he make them as if they are real, and he promote them as a real story. However, this prophet Al-Khadr was sent, supposedly Allah, he sent Musa to Al-Khadr to learn from him and to be educated, because obviously Musa was a stupid prophet in Islam, and Allah decided to give him a class, free class. So he sent him to the prophet Al-Khadr, and Al-Khadr, he walked him, he accepted to walk with him, which means to take Musa's with him, under one condition: if Musa's will obey blindly Al-Khadr and will not question him. All right, as you see here, may I follow thee? Musa said to him, may I follow thee on the footing that thou teach me something of the higher truth? So Musa is trying to learn from this guy. This guy is a lot higher than Musa. This is the best prophet of Islam for sure. He is not fit even to clean the shoes of Muhammad. When we say he is the best, there's a limit of this best, because at the end of the day, Muhammad is the best between all of them. Even his testicles, according to Aisha, and his penis is the best between all Muslims in the world, and this is proven by science. So Moses, he walked with him to learn from him, and Al-Khadr, he put conditions with him, saying to him, if you want to follow me, you should have be patient, and you should not ask me questions until I finish everything. But each time this guy, he do something, Moses, he go crazy. When Al-Khadr he arrived to a village and he found a young kid. Here it says young man. This is false. He's a boy. All right. Let us go back and show you different translation. Here we go. You can read any translation, any of your choice. Again, I remind you always, don't ever trust Muslim translation. But I understand at the end of the day, right now we don't have any. And you know, I will go to work back in my Quran translation when I finish what I have between my hands. So they both proceed until they meet a boy, and he, Al-Khadr, killed him. He killed him. Al-Khadr, he killed the boy. I thought it's forbidden in Islam to kill an innocent boy. And look what Musa he said to him. Musa he said to him, "Me, I asked you why you did such a thing? Huh? Why you killed an innocent boy?" Look, Musa's he's saying, read with me. Musa says to the Al-Khadr, the Prophet Al-Khadr, have you killed an innocent person who had killed none? Like, what the heck? But my friend, Musa's here is being stupid, because Musa's he do not know Islam. You need to come to Christian Prince and learn Islam from him. For sure, the whole story is fabrication. All right? The one they call him Al-Khadr, he was exist long time ago only in legends. Even this story is mentioned about the fountain of life. You know, people they go looking for the fountain of life, kings trying to find it. If you drink from it, you will be youth and you will stay alive, and etc. This story here is exactly the same story about this prophet who was exist long time ago in the country. It's called Al-Bahrain, and that country supposedly, according to the Muslim science, it is as two seas where they met, which is the Mediterranean and the Pacific. The Mediterranean and sorry, the Persian Gulf. I never heard of such a thing happen ever. The Mediterranean met with the Persian Gulf, but this is a different story. So here they killed an innocent boy. Now, are we allowed in Islam to kill an innocent boy? No, we are not allowed. The letter says that. The letter says you cannot kill innocent people. Are you crazy? My friend, this verse in the Quran is teaching that Musa is stupid and he is learning from the Prophet Al-Khadr, and Al-Khadr is right. This kid is a kid. As you see, Musa is saying clearly that this boy, he killed no one. He killed what? No one. He have no crime. So why he killed him? Few verses after, Al-Khadr he explained to him why he killed the boy. As we see here in verse number 80. He says, and as for the boy, his parents were believers. Oh, those parents are Muslims. This boy is from a Muslim family. All right. And we feared lest he should oppress them and be a rebellion and disbelief. Oh boy. Do you see how dangerous this is? Islam is against killing innocent one, but who is the innocent then in Islam? Who is the innocent in Islam? Islam is, when Islam speak about innocent, is someone he is a Muslim and he is not going to leave Islam, and he is not being a rebellion against Islam. As you see here, he is justifying why he killed the boy, and Allah is the one who taught this prophet, this great prophet, his wisdom, and Musa he was sent to get a training from him. And this is in the Quran, this is not in the Hadith. As for the boy, and read with me here, you see the Muslim translation when I say to you this is a boy, because in the other translation it says a young man. What young man? It's a boy. As for the boy, his parents were believers, and we feared lest he should oppress them and be a rebellion and disbelieve. So in Islam, even if you just fear, you see here, there's no proof. I mean, this guy did not commit the crime yet. At least wait for him until he will leave Islam. He did not leave Islam yet. He did not do anything wrong yet. But he just feared. Do you see what it says? And we fear. We fear. So under between two brackets, if I fear that my son one day will grow and he will leave Islam, I am allowed to slaughter him and to kill him. So when the Muslim they say to you, it's forbidden in Islam to kill an innocent human being. Do you not understand now who is the innocent human being in Islam? Are you getting my point? Innocent human being in Islam is not someone who killed or he did not kill someone. Is someone he is not leaving Islam or he is accepting Islam. If you are rebelling against Islam, like me, even if you are a boy, we can kill you. Even if you are from a Muslim family, we can kill you. If you go to the interpretation of this verse, if we go right now, chapter 18, verse number 80, or verse number 74, let me show you. You will see that Al-Khadr, who is the prophet of Allah, he slaughtered the boy exactly like ISIS. And actually, sorry, ISIS, they are learning from him how to slaughter. All right? All right. Let us see. You see, I'm showing you everything in front of your eyes from their website and from their books. And the one is talking is their scholars. I'm not the one is I'm not the one is saying anything. So they said, this is Tafsir al-Jalalain, as you see in the front of your eyes. I hope the image is clear and the text is clear. All right. Leaving their ship, and by the way, the story of the ship is very funny because the ship is a different story, but no time to talk about it now. Al-Khadr, and Al-Khadr, when he found the boy, okay, look, they met a boy, had not yet reached the puberty, playing with other boys, among whom his face was a fairest. And Al-Khadr, slew him by slitting his throat with a knife while he lay down, or by tearing his head off with his hand, or by smashing his head against the wall. Do you see it? That is the Prophet Al-Khadr, peace upon him. MashaAllah. And this is the teaching of the Quran, and Allah is telling us how amazing Al-Khadr is. So when a Muslim he says Islam is against killing children, Islam is against killing young ones, Islam is against killing innocent ones, is that true? It is a fiction lie. It's a pure fiction lie. And we are just in the beginning of the open letter to Al-Baghdadi. We did not even go deep. And the rest is the same. It's forbidden in Islam to kill innocent. What? What? Yeah, they will quote for you the Quran. The Quran says, the one who killed one innocent man as if he killed all mankind, my friend. But they will not tell you that innocent man in Islam is a Muslim. Innocent man in Islam is a Muslim. Killing non-Muslim is not a killing. You see, the Muslim when they kill, I don't know if you watch their videos. My internet is kind of slow because I have many applications running. I don't know if you saw the Muslims when they shoot or they kill somebody, they scream saying وَمَا رَمَيْتُ وَإِنَّمَا اللَّهُ رَمَى. What does that mean? Huh? What does that mean? Chapter 8 verse number 17. It's not me who killed him, it is Allah. It is not Allah, it's not me who shot him, it is Allah. It is not me who slaughtered him, it is Allah. Look what Allah says to them. So you do not say slay them, but it was Allah who slew them. Do you see it? So the Muslim they learned that when they kill you, It's not them killing you, it is Allah. It is the will of Allah to slaughter you and to kill you. And this is why they don't feel guilty. They justify it because it's not me, it is Allah who killed you. Allah, He just using me to kill you. Allah, He ordered me to kill you. Because the Quran says, قاتلوهم يعذبهم الله بأيديكم. Fight them, Allah punish them by your hands. Chapter 9, verse number 14. All right? Fight them. Allah, He is torturing them by your hands. Here they are saying punished. The fact it's not. يعذبهم, which means torture them. Allah is torturing them by your hands. Do you see it? Fight them. Allah is torturing them by your hands. So Allah, He wants you to torture, and Allah, He wants you to fight and to kill. We go back to the open letter of Al-Baghdadi. It's forbidden in Islam to kill emissaries, ambassador, a diplomat. Oh boy, what those guys talking about? You know, when Muhammad, he sent his men to kill a man, his name Abu Rafi'. Abu Rafi', he came to the house of a Jewish man, and this man is a very old man, and he asked the Prophet, can I lie to him, deceive him, mislead him, so I can get inside his house and kill him? Muhammad, he said yes. So if you cannot kill, somebody is a messenger to you, how you send a messenger to kill? You send a Muslim to play games, to ask the man for food. Imagine the guy, the Jewish guy, he opened the door for him because he thought the Muslim, he is seeking food. And then the Muslim, he put his sword in his chest and he killed him. Jihad in Islam is defensive war. What the heck is it? Jihad in Islam, guys, is defensive war. I mean, when the Muslims attack Egypt, they were defending who? When the Muslims attacked Persia, they were defending who? When the Muslims went all the way to China, they were defending who? When the Muslims attacked Jerusalem and they surrounded the Christian there and they forced them to pay jizya, they were defending who? Isn't it Muslims, they say that the Prophet, he sent the 3 letters to the 3 kings, and the king, the letter says, become a Muslim, you will be safe, which means it's Muhammad who is poking their eye, and he is the one who sent his army to fight them. Aslam taslam, convert, you will be safe. Jihad is defensive war. Since when? So how the Muslims, okay, defensive war, no problem, let us believe in this. How you occupy Egypt, Syria, Iraq, Turkey, Libya, Morocco, Spain. You went almost the half of France. What happened? How you occupy Iran? How you occupy all those territories? What happened? You are defending what? You see how they lie? They have no shame. They believe that you are dumb and you are stupid. And if Islam is defensive religion, then what this verse is about? The one is in front of us. The Quran says clearly, fight those, specifically the Christian and the Jews who don't believe in Allah. I thought Islam is jihad is a defensive war. But look what the Quran saying. The Quran says, fight those who believe not in Allah, nor the last day, nor hold what forbidden, which has been forbidden by Allah. So what is the problem? Why he want to fight the Christian and the Jews? What the problem? Because They don't accept Islam. You see how they lie? But all of this happened because they think that everyone around them is a donkey, and they think that you are a bunch of stupid and you do not know how to write, how to read, and you will not reach the information which is going to expose them. They think people like me are not exist. Is it Muhammad who said, I've been ordered to fight and to kill all mankind? A Muslim, he will say to you, it doesn't say kill, it says qatilu. Uqatil. Uqatil is mean fight, to kill, my friend. Qatil coming from the word qatala. Qatala mean kill. Umirtu an uqatil. I've been ordered to fight all mankind, all the people, until what? Until they convert to Islam and they practice Islam and they pray in the direction of the Kaaba and they pay the zakat and they forbid what I forbid, and then and only then I will stop killing them. This is the condition. But just say to us Islam is a defensive religion. So what this is then? Muhammad was a bad Muslim? It says clearly that I've been ordered to fight all the people. Until what? What is the problem? Why Muhammad want to fight? He is not fighting those who they are fighting him. The story in the front of us is clear. Allah apostle said, I have been ordered to fight the people, all the people. Till what? Till they stop fighting him? No. Till they stop killing? No. Still like, you know, no, nothing. Till they say, oh, you have to say something, that none has the right to be worshipped by Allah. So you see, Islam is a defensive religion. Islam does not allow you to go in war against people. No. Jihad is defensive war, my friend. But look like Muhammad was not doing jihad. He was doing hummus. It looked like hummus, falafel. This is not jihad. Muhammad is a stupid guy. The Muslims who send the letter to Al-Baghdadi, they are the true Muslims. Muhammad is an ignorant. So Muhammad saying, I've been ordered to fight all mankind until they convert to Islam. He is not presenting Islam or the true face of Islam. Look like he is ISIS. Look like ISIS for me. You see, based in the open letter of those Muslims to ISIS, the Islamic State, look like those people, they you know, they are saying Muhammad is a bad Muslim too, because jihad in Islam is defensive war. It is not a principle without the right cause and the right purpose and without the right rule of conduct. Now here they play the games when they say to you the right cause. What is the right cause? What is the right cause? Let us see what the right cause then. Maybe we are missing something. The right cause is to go and kill, to force people to convert to Islam, not just to kill for fun, my friend. Yes, you can kill them, but just to scare the rest of them that you can kill 100 of 1,000, so the 900 they will convert to Islam, and we kill 100, they scare the rest of them, they convert. This is why the Quran says, وَدَخَلُوا فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا أَفْوَاجًا, and they enter into Islam by waves. When the victory happened. Before, nobody want to convert to Islam. Nobody. But when we became victorious, huh? Whoa, everybody is converting to Islam. Let us see what's wrong with the search engine. Here we go. وَرَأَيْتُ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا. When those people, they start getting like waves inside Islam. When? Like waves, yes, by thousands and thousands. When Allah give victories, people, they start coming and entering the religion of Islam by thousands. Do you see it? Nobody want to enter Islam. But when the victory of Allah came and we killed all their men fighters, the rest they convert. People they enter Islam into crowd. So this is the right cause for jihad, my friend. Are you forcing people to convert to Islam? Until now you were not able to do much. Few only you were able to force them to convert to Islam. So you know what is the cause of doing jihad? What is that? You know, this is a very stupid, silly argument, but as I said, the whole letter here is made to fool people, nothing more. This is, I assure you, not even one person from ISIS even take a look at it, because he will be laughing in his ass from this joke. And they knew that those the one who wrote it, they don't mean it. Uh, it's forbidden in Islam to declare people non-Muslims unless he or she openly declares this belief. Where did he get this from? I just showed you from the Quran how Al-Khadr, he slaughtered a child and he declared nothing. The guy who was playing with the dust, he's a boy, he declared nothing, he did nothing. You see how they lie? The boy we just showed you from the story, chapter 18, verse number 74, where the boy was slaughtered for no reason except that we fear that he, when he grew up, he will leave Islam. But they are saying we should not declare people not to be Muslims unless they declare that. The fact the Quran and the Hadith says that who is a Muslim, who is not. I made a video just 2 days ago about who is the Muslim, who is not, and Muhammad here is confirming that. Muhammad said that the one who is the one who he will not be killed. Read with me, guys. I've been ordered to fight people till they say none has to the right to be worshipped but Allah, and they say so, and they pray like our prayer, and they face our Qibla, which means to the direction of the Kaaba, and slaughter what we slaughter, then their blood and their property will be sacred. So what the condition not to be killed? Here the same story with more conditions, or more clear conditions. Muhammad, he said, I've been ordered to fight against the people until they testify that there is none to worship but Allah, and that Muhammad is his messenger, until they establish the salah and they pay the zakat. And if they do that, then they will have gained the protection from me. Muhammad is a gangster. So what is the condition not to slaughter even Muslims? Because if you are a Muslim and you miss any of those things, you are not a Muslim no more. If you don't pray, you are not a Muslim. If you don't pay zakat, you are not a Muslim. If you don't pray direction of the Kaaba, you're not a Muslim. If you don't slaughter as Muhammad he slaughtered, you're not a Muslim. If you do anything different from what Muhammad ordered, obviously you are not a Muslim and you can be killed. And the story in the front of your eyes. So when they say to you, you should not declare Muslims as non-Muslims and kuffar unless they did something wrong. But ISIS, they are doing right, they're doing exactly that. You see, 90% of Muslims don't pray. If I say to you, you know, like if you go right now and search who is number one people who buy perfume in the world, you will not believe it. They are Muslims, Muslim women specifically. But Muhammad, he said a Muslim woman, she wear perfume, she is a whore. So obviously none of Muslim women, they want to be called whore. According to Islam, they prefer to have perfume over being called whore. They don't want to follow Islam. Muhammad, he said that if a woman she take hair from her face, Allah will curse her. And if she put perfume, Allah will curse her. Let us fix this. This search engine sometime is not good. Uh, let us see. Read with me, please. Uh, the Prophet, he said, all those hadiths about cursing women, but I want to show you something specific from those. Let us see which one. My browser is a little bit slow. Uh, look at this one. The Prophet, he is cursing. My browser is acting up. I mean, they are trying to get to drag it down, it go up. Try to take it up, it go down. Uh, Muhammad, he is cursing a woman just for taking hair from her face. Just for doing that, Muhammad is cursing the women. If a woman she use even what it's called like attachment hair to her hair, she is cursed. If she if she uh, do some fixing for her teeth, she is cursed. If she take hair from her face, she is cursed. If she have perfume, she is cursed. So there is many reasons in Islam to be punished, and those reasons can go crazy sometime. And those Muslims, they assume that you do not know that in Islam even something simple can be fatal, can bring death for you. Even if a woman she talk like a man, or she act as if she is a man, or she ride a horse like a man, the Prophet he cursed her too. The Messenger of Allah cursed those men who are effeminate and women who they are or who imitate men. So if a woman she act like a man, Muhammad he cursed her, and if a man he act like a woman, Muhammad he cursed him too. The reason of course is endless. If a woman she refused to come to the bed of her husband, Allah and the angels will curse her. The reason of course, as I said, they are endless, and you can be out of Islam in a second. This is why you see the Muslim, they are slaughtering every day in the Middle East some Muslims, because anything you do, you are out of Islam. If we go back to the letter, it is forbidden in Islam to harm or mistreat in any way Christians or any people of the scriptures. What the heck? Are you sure? It's forbidden in Islam to harm the Christians and the Jews? That's amazing. What the heck? I'm really surprised. I cannot believe it. Islam must be beautiful, and I was blind. I just saw it. It's like light came to my head. Islam forbid treating the Christians and the Jews wrongly. Oh man. If we go to the book of Ibn Kathir, and for sure the Muslim they will say to me, Ibn Kathir is stupid, huh? Yeah. And we go to verse number 29. And let us see what Muhammad told the Muslims to treat the Christians and the Jews. How the Muslims they should treat the Christians and the Jews. They are saying there that we should not mistreat the Christians and the Jews in any way or even harm them. When the Prophet he ordered the Muslims to attack the Christians and the Jews specifically and to kill them and to slaughter them, or they have to pay the jizya to be protected from the gang of Muhammad. The Quran first, call us all kind of names. We as a Christians, we are animals, we are filthy, we are najis, we are dirty, we are the worst of the creatures. And the Quran ordered the Muslims to fight the people of the scriptures, as you see in front of you on the screen. To fight people of the scriptures? Are you sure? Because in the open letter to Al-Baghdadi, it says that it's forbidden in Islam to harm the Christians in any way, to mistreat. But the Quran says fight the people of the scriptures specifically and kill them until either they convert to Islam or they pay the jizya and they are humiliated. Let me make the text bigger so you guys can read it better. I have to make it very big because this website, the English text is so small. Fight against those who believe not in Allah. Who? Those who don't believe in Allah. Not those who are fighting you, no. Those who don't believe in Allah. From who? From the people of the scriptures. What is the requirement? What Muhammad he want? He want either you convert to Islam or you pay the jizya and you feel themselves subdued, and we take their land and we take their houses and we take their property and we take their money and we rape their wives. But if you pay us, we will not take your women, but we have to stop every month in front of your door to collect the money. It's a mafia, it's a gang. You want to survive? You want us to protect you from us? Okay, to protect you from us, you have to pay us. You know, the disgusting Muslims, they say to you, zakat, because Muslims are the one who is defending you. What do you mean defending you? You are the one who attacked their country and you are the one who occupy them. And then you are defending them from who? From yourself? You are the enemy. And then they said in the open letter to ISIS that you should not mistreat the Christians. Oh boy. Look what it says here. Fight against those. Actually, let me make the software read it because I'm losing my voice. Maybe I can get some water and drink something. All right. Let's see if that will work. Oh.
Fight against those who believe not in Allah, nor in the last day, nor forbid that which has been forbidden by Allah and His Messenger, and those who acknowledge not the religion of truth among the people of the Scripture. This honorable ayah was revealed with the order to fight the people of the book. After the pagans were defeated, the people entered Allah's religion in large numbers, and the Arabian Peninsula was secured under the Muslims' control. Allah commanded His Messenger to fight the people of the Scriptures, Jews and Christians, on the 9th year of Hijrah, and He prepared His army to fight the Romans and call the people to jihad, announcing His intent and destination. The Messenger sent his intent to various Arab areas around Al-Madinah to gather forces, and he collected an army of 30,000. Some people from Al-Madinah and some hypocrites, in and around it, lagged behind, for that year was a year of drought and intense heat. The Messenger of Allah marched, heading towards Sham to fight the Romans until he reached Tabuk, where he set camp for about 20 days next to its water resources. He then prayed to Allah for a decision and went back to Al-Madinah because it was a hard year and the people were weak, as we will mention, Allah willing.
You see it? Muhammad is attacking them. They told us that we should not harm the Christians in any mean. They just told us in the letter to Al-Baghdadi, to ISIS, that Christians should not be mistreated. We should not attack the Christians. We should not harm the Christians. But Muhammad, he is fighting the Christian, and Allah ordered him to kill the Christians and to take their money and their women and to enslave them and to force them to pay jizya. Something wrong there. And to make it more funny, they said mistreat. Oh boy, mistreat? Are you sure Muslims, they are not allowed to mistreat the Christians? Read with me, please. It says paying jizya is a sign of kufr and disgrace. So paying jizya is not what the Muslim they say to you, it's a tax, as they lie. What tax? You pay tax with disgrace? No. Every citizen pay tax and he is respected. This is not a payment of a citizen. This is a payment of someone he have to be subdued, humiliated. Muslim, they have to spit in your face every day. You live between them like a dog, like a pig, and you will be disgraced. And this is a sign from Allah, because you refuse to embrace Islam. So what the reason they pay is, yeah, because they refuse to embrace Islam. Muhammad, he attack you, he take your land, he take your money, he take your chicken, he take your goat, he take your camel, he take your donkey, he take your horse, and he rape your wife, and then still you have to pay jizya. Otherwise I will kill you too. You see how nice I am? I will let you live. Give me money. And this is why the Muslims didn't have job. For centuries they have no jobs. Money come from everywhere. Money come from Spain, money come from Egypt, money come from Morocco, money come from Libya, money come from Persia, because those Arab Muslims, they do not need to work. Even Muhammad, he forbid them from doing farming. In the hadith it says that any house a farming tool enter it, this house will be humiliated by Allah. Why? Why this house will be humiliated? How the Muslims, who is the one do farming then? If no Muslim is allowed to do farming, who is the one is doing farming? The Christians, the Jews, the Persian, the European. Read with me. The Prophet said, I saw some agriculture equipment and said, I heard the Prophet saying, there is no house in which these equipment enters except that Allah will cause humiliation to enter it. Well, then how the Muslim they make living? What is their job at that time? They work for Microsoft? They work in the stock market? What was the real job of the Muslim Abdul in the time of Muhammad? No job. Their job is to do jihad, to attack you, to kidnap you, to ask for ransom, to kidnap your women and selling them as slaves. If we want to go over the letter which is in front of us, everything in this letter is nothing but a joke, with no exception. Nothing there is real. Nothing there is truthful. It's a shame. Like, you know, like here, like it's forbidden in Islam to deny women rights. Oh boy, women rights in Islam? Well, the rights I know in Islam, that women are half a brain and they are not allowed even to be witness in the court, especially if the witness is about a capital punishment. The woman in Islam is half a brain person, and her witnessing is not equal to two women are equal to one man. However, even if there's 1 million women, they witness something, they are not accepted to be witness. We believe it? Even if there is 1 million women, they witness a crime, none of them is allowed to be a witness if it's a crime. Now, what if it is not a crime? Still, they are not allowed to witness. Because in the other scenario, the women to be able to be witness should have two of them accepted by Allah followers, which means you have to examine them, and then from those two you have to find a man with them to be a witness. Otherwise, even if there are 1 million women alone, they will not be accepted to be witnesses. Uh, what about the Quran? Speaking of the women, we can beat her. Is that the right you are talking about, that we can beat women? Maybe. I'm trying to find what is the right of a Muslim woman in Islam. What exactly? الرجال قوامون على النساء. Men, they are in charge of women. Why? Because they spend their money on them. This is the Quran. This is the logic of the Quran. Man is in charge on you, not because he is, smarter, he is physically stronger. No, 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 because he spent his money on you. You are the same as a whore. He spent his money on you, so he is in charge of you. Because they are the one who support you in their means, in your needs. This is why they are in charge. That's mean Khadija should be in charge of Muhammad, because Muhammad used to work for her and she is the one who support him in his means. You see the logic? And then you will see the Muslim here in this verse, they add things between two brackets about beating women. And last, beat them. And lightly, what lightly? You liar. Where is the word lightly in the Quran? Where is the word lightly? It's not in the Quran. Where is the word last? It's not in the Quran. Where is the word first? It's not in the Quran. Where is the word next? It's not in the Quran. It is a lie. A bunch of liars. They have no dignity. The translation is meant to be fabricated in order to protect Islam. The right of women in Islam is to be raped. Do you know that in Islam, a man, he have the right to rape her? Rape is not exist in Islam if you are doing it to your wife. It's not even in their catalog, because she is your wife. You can do whatever you want. The Quran said, "Nisa'akum harthun lakum." Your woman is the same as a turf. Dig in the turf in the ground the same as you dig in the ground, like if you are a farmer. Dig as much as you want. Who dare to question you? Chapter 2, verse number 223. نساءكم حرث لكم فآتوا حرثكم أن شئتم. Your women is the same as a tilth, the same as when if you are an old days farmers, when you dig in the ground to put the seeds, this is how Islam described the women. Your women are tilth for you. Huh? So go for your tilth as you will, as you wish. As you wish, my friend. She like it, she don't like it, she feel like it, she don't feel like it, who care? Muhammad, he used to force his wives into sex even when they are having their period. Can any of his wives dare to say, you are a sick bastard? Don't you see I'm having my period. Do you see it? When I was ministrating, the Prophet would order me, order. He don't ask me please to go out. No, no, he order me. You see the word order? He order her to put a sheet between her legs because she is bleeding, and he fondle her. Can a woman say no? Even now she is bleeding, you filthy animal. Can't you wait? You have 13 wives, you have tons of slaves. Why you wanna now do this to this woman who have her period? And he ordered all his wives to do that, not only one. Let me show you. Where is the other one? You see, it's endless. Let us go back. So this is the Prophet of Islam, the one the Muslims they are so proud about. He ordered his wives, even when they are in their period, to sleep with him, even though he have many wives, he have many choices. You see, a Christian man, when he marry, he have only one choice. He have one wife, and yet he should not ever get close to his wife when she have his period, her period. Muhammad, he have tens of slaves and wives, and yet he order his wives to put a sheet between their legs. There's different hadith. It says that when he used to do it to her, the blood come in his clothes, and then she wash it for him. Imagine how disgusting he is. And then they say to you the women rights. If the woman, she is not allowed to take hair from her face, why a woman, if she take hair from her eyebrows, Allah will curse her? What is the right of women in Islam? Even the inheritance in Islam is not equal. One male is equal to two females. So the right in Islam for women is we can beat them, we can marry many of them, to abuse four of them at the same time, because you know the second you marry the second wife, you are abusing the first one. You know, I wonder if the man Muhammad, he accept that his wife, she have 10 husbands or 4 husbands. Oh, no, 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 no way, no way, no way. Yeah, because this religion is made for the man. I remember a Muslim woman who left Islam, and she said to me, I left Islam not because of what you told me, but because I'm convinced that Islam is a man-made religion, made by the man for the man. So when they say to us here that Islam order you to give the women their rights, I really laugh. It's forbidden in Islam to force people to convert. Well, we just showed you that there's jizya. This is a forcement. You know, the hadith says that the best of mankind. Who is the best of mankind? Is ISIS. And the proof in the front of your eyes. You are the best of mankind. This is a verse of the Quran, chapter 3, verse 110. The best for mankind are those who bring them with a chains around their necks till they embrace Islam. So who is the best of mankind? You in the letter they are saying to us, it's not right to force people to convert to Islam. What? Where it says that? They will say to you, yeah, the Quran says there's no compulsion in religion, but that verse is not about not to convert people to Islam, you liar. This is about people, they are not allowed to force their children not to convert to Islam. But Muslims are allowed to force everyone to convert to Islam. This is why Muhammad, he said, the one who changes religion, kill him. And this is why Muhammad, he considered the Muslims are the best, because they will bring people with the chains around their necks as slaves. Either you stay as a slave all your life or you convert to Islam. So we can save you from hellfire. Muhammad is doing you a favor. Those people, they have no shame and they have no dignity. But as again, this letter is meant to be in English for a reason. It is not meant to be in Arabic. It is, who care about the Arabic version of it? The English one, it is a letter was made for you. This is not a letter made for ISIS, and all of us, we knew that. This is a propaganda of the Muslims because they felt so embarrassing with the action of video cameras. You know, one picture is better than 1 million words. If you read my books, you will not understand how much ugly Muhammad is. But if you watch one video of ISIS, you will understand. So they made this video to fool you. It's forbidden Islam to interact legal punishment, hudud, without following correct producers and ensure justice and mercy. Mercy and justice? Oh boy. You know, I remember I remember the story of Muhammad when he captured a Jew and he was torturing him to force him to, to tell him where he hide his money. Yeah, he tortured the Jewish guy for one reason. He wanted to know where is the money. He attacked the tribe, he killed them. There's a guy, he's still alive. He knew supposedly where's the money. So he brought him and he ordered to torture him. This guy, his name is Kunana, or you can say Kinana. Kinana ibn Rabia. He was forced, he was tortured by Muhammad. For what reason? Just because Muhammad, he want to know where's the money. Where is the money? So how they say to you that we should not do punishment to people who do nothing, we should not do torture, we should not do etc., when Muhammad, he did torture just for the sake of a penny. It's the same as those movies, you see them, they put somebody in the chair and they put boiled water or oil in his feet, they put nails in his eyes, they rip his body parts, they take his teeth, they take his nails when he's alive, just to force him to say something. In this case, Muhammad, he wanted to know where is the money. That's all. He's not trying even to, like, this guy is not even a spy, he's trying to find something. He is just a guy who have money. It is really disgusting. The more we read about Muhammad, the more we find how disgusting this man is. And then they say to you that Muhammad and Islam give women rights, don't force people to convert to Islam. Muhammad was a perfect man. He never forced people to convert to Islam. He never was injustice. There's something, it's called the Pact of Umar. I advise all of you to read it. The Pact of Umar will show you how much justice Islam is about. Imagine, guys, if the American army enter Iraq and they practice the Pact of Umar, I assure you that the Iraqi, they will convert to the religion of whatever America is. If America was a Christian or Hindus or Buddhists, doesn't matter. If they practice the pact of Umar, no Iraqi will stay as a Muslim. If we ask those who wrote the letter to al-Baghdadi, if we ask them, is the pact of Umar is a pact of justice? They will say, sure, absolutely. Umar is a great man. He is the best judge and Khalifa in the history of Islam. So let us replace Umar with al-Baghdadi and see what is justice, what is not. This is the pact of Umar in front of your eyes. Muhammad, leader, which means Umar. And by the way, somebody would say to me, Umar is the one who did that. Umar, he did not do that. He did as Muhammad, he taught him to do. So Muhammad is dead, doesn't matter. Umar represent Muhammad, and ISIS today they present Muhammad. So when ISIS they killed, it's Muhammad who is killing. When ISIS they slaughter, it is Muhammad who slaughter. So when I say Muhammad did, even after his death, who care? Those are following the torture and the filth of Muhammad. So this is the pact of Umar. You can read it, you can search for it in the internet. I'm not sure this website if it's very much accurate. I just searched for a second, and I get this. We shall not teach our children the Quran. We shall keep our gates wide open for any traveler. We shall give a board and lodging for all Muslims who pass on our way for 3 days. A Muslim, he can enter your house and he can stay in your house for 3 days for free without even asking him why he is there. Any Muslim. So every Christian house became a hotel. Why a Muslim he want to stay in any home? Why he go, he eat, he sleep, he snore, and he spy at your women, and you have no right to ask him why you are here. You have to keep your doors open. This is the pact of Umar. We shall not give shelter in our churches to any etc etc. They are the enemy of Allah. We shall not teach our children the Quran. Why he don't want them to learn the Quran, the children? Because then they will see how stupid it is. Don't teach your children the Quran. You see, it's forbidden, which is weird, right? I thought they will be happy. They should be forcing them to learn the Quran, but no, they don't want them to know. We shall not manifest our religion in public, nor convert anyone to it. What? We shall not prevent any of our kin from entering Islam. This is exactly what it says, no compulsion in Islam. Do you see it? No compulsion in Islam. This is about this. You cannot force your children not to convert to Islam. But you cannot convert any one of us to you in the same line together. Do you see them? So we can convert you to Islam, you cannot convert us to Islam. We can force you into Islam, you cannot force us into Islam. You can leave Christianity, but you cannot leave Islam. And then they say to us the opposite in this letter. I hope everybody understand very well that this, what it's called letter of al-Baghdadi or the Islamic State, is nothing but a scam made by a bunch of liars to fool you, because they believe that you are a stupid, idiot, ignorant. And actually the Muslims, they were successful for a long time in the West to fool the Western, because Western, obviously, with my respect to everybody, are ignorant. When it's come to Islam, they are ignorant. You see their leaders, you open your TV station, you see Obama saying Islam means peace, and he lectures us about Ramadan, and you stupid, you will believe him. This is the president. Hello. This is the head of the CIA. This is the head of the FBI. This is the head of the USA Army. There's no way he would say something like this unless it's true. When you see George Bush, he go to the mosque and says Islam means peace. You believe him. You say George Bush. There's no way George Bush will fool us. This guy is a Christian guy. When you see John McCain explaining to you what Allahu Akbar means, suddenly John McCain, he is in love with the word. He says to you, Allahu Akbar means God is great. It's not terrorist greeting. The fact Muhammad, he told the Muslims to shout Allahu Akbar when they do their terror, because that will install terror in the heart of the disbelievers. That's why those stupid Muslims, they shout Allahu Akbar when they go to war, and you will see the Russian snipers sniping them like cats, because they can identify where are you from your voice. They do not need to look for you. It's a stupid act of war. Like, and the old day it worked, because he have a sword, you have a sword, it worked. But now they can take you from far away, from 2 miles away. This is the pact of Umar in front of you. We show it to you, and none there. I forgot to mention this one. Do you know that Umar, he forced all the Christians and the Jews to shave their front head, just to humiliate them and to make them to be recognized, so the Muslim will insult them? For some reason my screen frozen. I cannot move the screen. All right, now it's moving finally. All right, look what it says. Every person, he should shave the front of his head. Do you see it? Why is that? Because you will look stupid and you will look funny. Imagine the front of your head is totally shaved bald, and the rest of your hair is coming from the side. And in the same time, that will be a flag for the Muslim to know that you are a Christian, and they should humiliate you. This is why you see Ibn Kathir, he's saying here that the Prophet of Allah, he said, read with me, because they said that we should not mistreat the Christians. The Christian, they should be humiliated, etc. They should not be given any honor, blah 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 blah. Okay, the Prophet said, who said? Who said? The Prophet said. This is not the neighbor of the Prophet. This is not Al-Baghdadi. This is the Prophet of the Abdul, the biggest scumbag in earth, said, don't initiate salam to the Jews and the Christians, and if you meet any of them in the road, force them to the most narrow alley. What? I thought in the letter it says, don't mistreat the Christians and the Jews. It says that it is forbidden to harm and mistreat the Christians in any way, the people of the scriptures. And this is section number 10. But Muhammad, he just said, if you meet the Christians and the Jews in the street, spit in their face, force them to walk in the sewage. Walk in the narrowest alley mean to walk in the sewage literally. In the old day, they used to have an open sewage in the side of the road. So when a Muslim coming and you are coming in his face, facing him, or even he's coming from behind you, you have to jump in the sewage immediately. He should not even tell you. You do not need him to tell you. You should know immediately that your place is in the sewage. So your feet should walk in the sewage water, and the Muslim, he walk in the street, and he should not initiate salam to you. This is why you see the Muslims when they enter a chat room, even in a chat room, they say Assalamu alaikum to Muslims and hello to American and Christians, because they can't say salam to you. Muhammad forbid them. You can't. Salam means shalom. It means peace. They can't initiate salam because they are not in peace with you. They are in war with anyone who don't believe in Islam. So all what we saw in this letter is nothing but a pure lie. And again, the Muslims, they are assuming that you are a stupid donkey who have no knowledge and you know nothing. And here it says, this is why the leader of the faithful, who? The faithful, Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah blessed with him, demanded his well-known the condition to be met by the Christians, and those conditions to ensure that continued of humiliation, degradation, and disgrace. Do you see it? Do you see it? But they say to us in the letter that we should not harm the Christians. A letter to al-Baghdadi. Guys, do you understand why I always say that a Muslim is born liar as a liar? He's born as a liar. This is the truth. They want to fool you, they want to lie to you because they assume that you are not intelligent. They assume that you are stupid. They will show to you, do you know what Jean-Claude Van Damme said about the Prophet? What he said? He said, if you want to be healthy, act like Muhammad. What healthy like Muhammad? Muhammad, he died like dog, and he was not healthy at all. Muhammad used to clean his ass and clean his hands in the walls of his house. Muhammad, he said, if you finish eating, lick your fingers. And a stupid Abdul in YouTube, he made a video saying that the Prophet is doing that because he don't want us to waste our food, as if Muslims, they have in their fingers 10 kilograms of food. You idiot. How much food you have in your fingers? And not only the hadith says, either you lick it or let someone else lick it for you. A slave girl, as an example. Imagine, guys, you eat and you give your fingers to somebody else to lick it for you. And the Muslim Abdul, they want to tell you that Islam, you know, like it's a religion which is teach you good manner and how to clean yourself and what, how to clean yourself. Muhammad, he used to be full of lies. Even Muhammad, he takes shower in a dirty water, in a sewage, have dead dogs in it. Muhammad can teach us anything. There's a hadith says that the Prophet, he taught us everything, including how to do, excuse my language, including how to do shit. And then I said to myself, no shit. Muhammad, he said that? Read with me, please. It was said. It was said. To who? To Muhammad. Oh Allah Messenger. By who? By the followers, by the Muslims. Otherwise, they will not call him Allah Messenger. Shall we use the water of Bida? But why they are asking that? The question. The water of Bida. Bida, I mean the water of dirt. The water where everybody threw his garbage in. And as you see, it says there, where menstruation rags, flesh of dogs, and garbage is dumped there. Muhammad, he said the water is always pure, nothing will make it impure. But why he did say that? Because he used to take himself shower there. Read with me. Abu Dawood said, I heard, Qutayba said, etc. I asked a person to, okay, or let's start from the beginning. I heard that the people asked the Prophet of Allah, water is brought for you to form from the well of Bida. It's a well which dead dogs, minstrel, and clothes, and like garbage is thrown there. The messenger, he said, the water is always pure. Nothing will make it impure. The Prophet, he is taking a shower in water have dead dogs in it. This is different hadith. And remember, we are reading Muslim translation. None of this is my translation. I passed by the Prophet when he was performing wudu from the well of Bida, the well of garbage. I said, are you performing wudu from the garbage, from it, when the garbage is thrown in it? What? What? And what is inside it? Dead dogs, women blood from period, the rags of the blood, dead dogs, dead animals, and garbage. And the Prophet is doing shower in it? Muhammad, he answered, he said, water is not made impure by anything. Like, wow. I mean, this is the earth itself. Water is not made impure by anything. This is why some people they think if you do ablution as Muslims they do, that will make you cleaner. You are being stupid if you believe in that, because that will make you more dirty. Muslims don't wash. Muslims they put some water on their hands and their feet. That's it. But they don't really wash. And if they want to wash, as Muhammad he did, they will become more filthy. And I challenge Muslims right now to go and get some dead dogs and some women blood from period and rags of the blood and diapers of the blood, whatever you call it, and garbage, throw it in your bathtub and do ablution. Why you don't follow your prophet? Oh, because he's disgusting. Once I have a stupid idiot Abdul. He said to me, he supposedly he was insulting. His name is Osama Abdullah. He's a really very weird guy. He said to me, "You Christians, you are a bunch of filthy, full of lies," and start calling names. And then he said, "You full of lies, all of you." You know, I said, hold on. Are you saying if somebody is full of lies, he is very filthy?" He said, "Yes, absolutely." I said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Absolutely." I said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yeah." Then I said, "So how come your prophet was full of lies?" I said, "What?" I said, "Your prophet used to be full of lies." I said, "No, where do you get this from?" And when he noticed that his prophet was full of lies, and I showed him the reference, suddenly it's okay to be full of lies. Actually, lies is a blast in Islam. Muhammad he said that you know, if you know, don't curse the lies, don't curse the what they call it in English, the flea. Don't curse the flea because they wake up the Muslims to pray to Allah. Imagine the logic of Muhammad. Don't curse it. Don't curse this insect which is going to suck your blood, because this insect is going to wake you up to pray to Allah. This insect is doing a duty. Allah he sent the insect to wake you up. But those insects they can carry a lot of disease and they are harmful, painful, and disgusting. So the point today we are trying to show you that whatever Muslims they come with, it has nothing to do with the truth. And you have always to be smart and don't make them fool you. Don't take what they say to you for granted. You should not take anyone actually he say things to you for granted, because there's a lot of people they lie. You see, when I talk to you, I show you everything in the front of your eyes in the screen from their Islamic website, not from a Christian article, not even from my book. Even my books, if you go and read my books, you will not find one statement there is coming from me. Not even one statement. Don't let anyone fool you, my friend. There's a lot of liars. And for sure, I understand that I make the Muslims are very angry and they are very upset, and that's very normal too. Because imagine you are a Muslim and you are listening to Christian Prince. Imagine how much painful to listen to me if you are a Muslim. And I am showing you all the reference in front of your eyes, and you can do nothing about it. And you cannot refute me, and you cannot answer. And actually, I made this video because somebody, Abdul, he posted in my YouTube saying, "Didn't you see that this letter to ISIS, the Muslim, we send it to ISIS?" So I felt I have a duty to make a video to expose this false letter to ISIS. It's not real. It's meant to deceive you and to fool you. You know, we are living in the age. You know, I remember when I used to be a kid, I used to walk for almost half hour just to go, or even more, to the library. I was just a little kid. And then when I want to enter into the section of the adult, I'm not allowed. So I used to walk I used to walk next to a guy who was coming inside the library in the adult section, and I act as if I am like his child or his brother, little brother, walking with him, so they will let me go. And the guy, he looked at me like, what? Why this kid is walking next to me? Like, what? I want to go and read. When all the kids they used to spend their time playing, I go. I love to read. I love to learn. Today, you do not need to walk for hours to find information. You have it. One click in the computer, you can find endless resource, which is truly amazing. When I was a kid, I don't have such a luxury. It is a luxury. So why we want to take a statement of someone, even me, without investigating if what those people they are saying to us is true? Don't take what people say to you blindly, my friend. There's a lot of liars, and there's many of them. They say to themselves, if we could not lie to 1,000 but we were able to lie to 200, that's a good win. Don't make people lie to you. If they lie to you and they fool you, it's your fault. It's mean you are the fool, not them. So educate yourself, share knowledge with your children. Don't hide from your children the evil of Islam. There's many they don't want to tell their children how evil Islam is. What are you waiting for until they grow up and then the Muslims they fool them? Knowledge, my friend, start from early age. Don't make them go and expose to the wind when they have no feather over them to cover them. Uh, today today is a special day actually. Today we have a Trump is going to be USA president, and actually I'm very happy that a Trump he won the election, not because a Trump is the perfect guy or he's a perfect Christian. No, I know that none of them is going to be, and none of them was. Those who work in politics, they are not the perfect we are looking for, but at least this guy, he say things as it is. At least this guy is not the potato of the Muslims. This is why I'm so happy that Trump is here. And today finally is the day where he is going to be officially the president. And I believe actually maybe an hour or two from now, the ceremony for him to be the president will be up. Uh, we will open our chat room today. All of you are welcome to join us, and we will broadcast in YouTube. Right after, if I can find like in the White House website, they are broadcasting. I might do broadcast too for the ceremony, but if not, we cannot do it because that will violate copyright of some TV stations. But for sure today, as always, we open our Palto, and we will broadcast in YouTube. And I would like to see all of you to join us and to be with us. And the good thing about the revolution today we have, none of you is people I ever met. None of you is people who know how I look like. Like I saw some Muslims, posting pictures. Supposedly this is me, and this is because they are gun mad and getting so stupid. None of you met me. None of you knows how I look like. I know none of you. But honest to God, I met during my mission and my work time a lot of wonderful people who I did not meet them in real life, but I will be really honored to meet them. There's a lot of wonderful people, and that is making my faith stronger and stronger, because always the Lord he sent the good ones in my way. I can't explain to you how it works, because me myself I can't explain it. When I need something, the Lord he sent me someone to do what I need, not for me, for what I need, for what I do. Always the Lord, He provide me. I want to translate the book. The Lord, He sent me somebody to translate the book in a mysterious way. I want to translate my book to German. I got a wonderful person who voluntarily said, I want to do it. I never met him. I don't know even his real name. He have no idea who I am. I want to translate my book to Swedish. I got a person who I never met, wonderful person, and he did it. And the German book is already done. Actually, I'm just working in the preparing the file, because the way he did it, it's kind of hard to make it fit with the company, publishing company. I always receive from the Lord a wonderful signs that there is people there, they are like you and even a lot better than me. And I want to say I appreciate all of you, and I pray to the Lord that all of you will be between the hands of the Lord, and you will be strong in your faith. And remember, your weakness sometimes is the most powerful thing you have. The Messiah, when he was on the cross, many they thought he is the weakest person in earth, but the fact he was the most victorious. They thought by killing the Messiah they killed the Messiah. The fact the living Messiah, nobody can kill him, and his teaching will live forever, as he said that the heaven and the earth, the sky and the earth, they will be demolished, they will be gone, they will pass, but one of my words will not pass. So put the Messiah in your heart and look carefully at the teaching of the Messiah, and look carefully at the disgusting, filthy teaching of the devil Muhammad and his god Dracula. And then it's going to be an insult to compare between Jesus and Islam. I will meet you very soon. We will open the broadcast. I did not sleep actually all night, but it's okay, you know. Uh, we will open again. I cannot tell you really, like I need to rest a little bit, and then we will open our chat room later, and we will do broadcast as usual on Friday. And all of you are welcome to be with us. And happy, great day, America. Trump is the president, and those who don't like him, immigrate to Afghanistan. I'm sure Trump, he will buy you one-way ticket to the moon. With this, I say Christ is Lord, Islam is false, and God bless you all. Thank you.